For 15 years, the Stargate has been quietly sitting in a warehouse somewhere, probably next to a half-built Reboot script and a whiteboard that just says, "Make it modern," which is always a good sign, and now it's back. But here's the twist. This isn't a reboot. No, apparently it's a continuation.
No way!
Right, because Hollywood has discovered a new word, and they're hoping we don't notice. It means we're doing it again, but please don't panic. So, here's what's going on. A new Stargate series is in development at Amazon MGM Studios, which immediately raises a question. Will this be a show, or will it come free with next day delivery? We'll see. It's being run by Martin Gero. Now that's actually a good sign, because he worked on Stargate Atlantis. So this isn't someone Googling what is Stargate 5 minutes before the meeting. He knows what it is, which already puts this ahead of quite a lot of modern projects. Now, here's the big one. This is not a reboot, which sounds great, because reboots usually go like this. We loved the original, deletes everything, starts again, changes tone, changes characters, and then acts surprised when people go, "What is this?" This time they're keeping everything. Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, Stargate Universe, all canon, all still happened, which is great. Until you realise that's 350 plus hours of story. That's not a quick catch-up, that's a lifestyle choice. So now they've got to do something very delicate, make it accessible, without turning it into a recap channel, because no one wants episode 1 to be previously on the last 20 years of your life. So, why did this take 15 years? Because obviously fans wanted it. The answer is simple. Corporate nonsense. When Amazon picked up MGM, they got Stargate as part of the deal, along with a lot of other things that probably haven't been opened yet. And for years, nothing happened. Meetings, discussions, probably a few bold new visions, and then silence, which usually means one thing: too many people involved, and none of them agreeing on anything. It wasn't until things shifted internally around 2025 that suddenly writer's room opens, plans start forming, and everyone goes, "Oh, we're actually doing this now." Now, here's where it gets interesting, because instead of handing this to someone who's never seen the show, they brought back people who actually built it. Brad Wright, Joseph Malozzi, which is a very strong sign, because these are the people who understand why it worked, why it lasted, and why fans are still here 15 years later. Even connections to the original film are involved. Roland Emmerich, Dean Devlin. So this isn't just inspired by Stargate, this is Stargate, which again feels obvious, but somehow isn't always. Now, this sounds small, but it actually changes quite a lot. Stargate is leaving Canada, which means we may finally get alien planets that don't look like a national park. Filming is moving to London, at places like Shepperton Studios and Brave Film Studios, so visually this could be a big upgrade. There's also talk of modern virtual production tech, which means instead of new planet equals same forest, different lighting, we might actually get different planets. Revolutionary concept. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because we don't know the story yet, but we know the questions they're asking, and some of these are big. Is the Stargate public now? Because, let's be honest, After everything that's happened, the idea that it's still secret is starting to feel like a logistical miracle. Then there's the big one. What happened to the crew of Stargate Universe? Still in stasis, still drifting, still waiting for a resolution that never came. That's been hanging there for over a decade, and fans have not forgotten. Then Atlantis. Where is it? What's it doing? Is it parked somewhere? Did someone lose it? Again. And this is where the show lives or dies, because too much legacy, new viewers are lost. Too little, fans go, why is this called Stargate? Now, let's talk about the danger, because this is where things usually go wrong. Modern writing habits, convenience, coincidence, characters doing things not because it makes sense, but because the plot needs it to happen. We've all seen it. And the problem is, Stargate didn't work like that. Problems had structure. Solutions took effort. And when things went wrong, they stayed wrong. If that disappears, you don't have Stargate anymore. You've just got a ring and some CGI. So, where does this land? Honestly, this is one of the more promising setups we've seen, which feels strange to say, because usually by this point something has already gone wrong. But here, they're saying the right things. They've got the right people. They understand the history. Now it's just execution, because that's the bit that always decides it. So, let me know what you think. Do you want legacy characters straight away? Or a completely new team? Should they resolve the Destiny storyline or leave it alone? Or do you actually trust this? Or are you waiting for it to go wrong? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy breaking this stuff down, hit subscribe, because if this goes off the rails, we'll be here, watching the nonsense unfold.